Hello, this is Kathryn and I'm, 5D visionary and elevated consciousness coach. And I wanted to record this today to give you a tool to heal the pain body. This is for alleviating disruptions and distortions in the body that are of a physical nature and even of an emotional nature. Something that is either spontaneous that you're experiencing or something that is chronic. This can be used really to or for anything you like. You're only limited by your own imagination and how you want to use this tool. But this is talking to your pain body. And it is such an incredibly simple tool, but one that is very, very powerful. Your pain body is a level of intelligence that is constantly monitoring and mirroring back to you where you are feeling separate from your wholeness, where you are experiencing an inner conflict or break from all that which you are, because you are always all that which you are. You are always the God self. You are always whole. You are always healed. You are always a sovereign God self. You are never not that. You are never not whole. But we think that we are not whole. We think that we are broken. We think that we are separate. So anytime you feel an inner conflict or break from all that which you are, which is your God self, this will inhibit you from storing incoming energy coming in. And we are experiencing, let's just say, intense levels of cosmic energies arriving on Earth. This is dissolving the old structures, including those which have held our reality in place, our personal identity in place for a very, very, very long time. And where we're experiencing pain is where we are rejecting God. Where we are experiencing pain, we are exploring contrast of separation. Where we are exploring pain, we are rejecting light. We are rejecting God. We are rejecting, then, ourselves. So pain is always and ever showing you where you are doing this. And as these incoming light energies dissolve the old structures, holding our being, our reality in place, we will grieve and will experience loss for those parts of self. We will mourn their departure, in other words. It will manifest as feelings of separation in the etheric, the causal, the astral fields, the higher dimensional realities, and then it will, quote unquote, arrive in 3D density as a trigger in our pain body, if we haven't resolved it already in the emotional, the mental, the thought fields, the etheric fields, the causal fields, the astral fields, etc. Changes in consciousness will always register first as feelings of separation in the mental and emotional body. Changes in consciousness will always register first as feelings of separation in the mental and emotional body, in the pain body. And it will stay chronic or consistent and in density in the physical form and be a disruption of the wholeness of you if you don't recognize whatever the separation is, whatever this need that you're playing with, it needs to be fulfilled by exploring separation, in other words. So we have to correct that experience of separation, that feeling of separation. So right now, bring yourself to full attention and awareness with your present being, your now self, because there is only an ever now. So take a deep breath, and as you connect with the breath on the inhale and the exhale, you are connecting with your body in time. The breath will always bring you into the present. And now as you look around the room that you're in, and you observe the space that you are occupying, as you make reference to yourself versus the window by you or the door next to you. You are referencing your body in space. This also brings you into the now moment. So become familiar with your external environment, the chair you're sitting on, the door you're next to, the window that's open, bringing a cool breeze on your skin, the temperature of the room that you're in. And as you connect with the breath and your body in space, you are pulling back all of your energy and attention and focus into the now. Now go ahead and close your eyes and take this a step further and call in all timelines, realities, levels, and layers of being that you are currently exploring, and call them in. Call all of these threads of consciousness into you. Imagine pulling it into your heart space. And then imagine the crystal diamond 12D light coming down from a sphere of light that's above the head and bringing a column of this white diamond crystal light down, washing you clean through in your body, clearing you through, taking this down through the feet, through all the layers of the earth, and grounding this and saying, I am grounded, I am grounded, I am grounded. And feel the safety and stability of that connection. And now call in God Self, God Self, God Self, God Self, God Self, God Self. Do this in series of 3s because this is a sacred number. 3 sets of 3, 9, in other words, is a completion number. So when you say 3 sets of 3 of God Self, you are completing that connection with the God Self, meaning you are fully arrived in that level of perception. And you'll feel that shift. Just allow that shift. Don't force that shift to take hold. And just breathing in, connecting fully, and saying to yourself, now, now, now. It's so important to be fully and completely present as you connect into this space. Feel this as you connecting with the one all, which is God, which is source, which is love, which is one all one, and all there is. This is the core being of who you are. This is the core being of love in a body. That is who you are. And when you recognize that, this heals all disturbances. Breathe into that which you are. Feel the love that washes over you. And as you connect in this level, I want you to say, body, body, body. Body, body, body. Body, body, body. Focus in on that body part where you are experiencing disturbance, distortion, heavy levels of density, tightness, tension, darkness, shadow, constriction. It is all a signal of you being separate or at odds with the wholeness of you, which is the wholeness of God, which is the wholeness of love, and which is the wholeness of yourself. Go into this pain, and you can keep saying as you connect, body, 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 body. Go into this pain. Talk directly to this body part. You call it out. Heart, arm, left shoulder. Show me where I'm exploring separation from my God self. Show me what needs balancing and correction in any other field where this disruption and distortion is showing up. Where do I have the opportunity now to restore harmony and wholeness? And simply allow any answers or messages to unfold. Let go of any judgment or attachment here. Just observe, just allow, just receive. Body, body, body. Body, body, body. I want you to focus now on this white diamond light from above, turning into a light pink, almost effervescent liquid light, and it's almost like a jelly-like substance, almost like when you make jello or gelatin, and it's that state before it sets, where it has some viscosity to it. It's kind of wiggly, but liquidy at the same time. And bring this pink light and bathe this body part in that light. And continue to breathe. Be aware of any time you're holding your breath. Sometimes this energy can feel big and we automatically clench or hold our breath in some way. So anywhere you're clenching anywhere else in your body, or holding tension in the jaw or the shoulders, the legs, the hips, breathe into it and let that go. And as you bring this beautiful pink jelly-like light that is bathing this body part, say, I am whole. I am loved. I am free to resume normal functioning as is intended. Talk to this body part and say, thank you for producing this malady, this disruption, this obstruction in the past. Because I commanded you to do that. I commanded you to show me this contrast I was holding, this conflict, and where I'm at odds with myself, my wholeness, and my God's sovereign being. Thank you. But now I remember who I am. I am whole and healed. I choose from my sovereign God self to rejuvenate this body now. And just notice any shifting. Again, allowing here, not forcing anything. You may have to do this a few times. That's okay. But I want you to go through this process as I'm stepping you through this. And then you can start the process over again if you need to. Thank you for producing this malady, this obstruction in the past. I commanded you to do that. To show me where I am at odds with myself, where I am at odds with God, where I am at odds with the light, where I am at odds with my God sovereign being. Thank you. I now restore you to wholeness. You are given permission now from my sovereign God self to flow back into harmony and sink back in perfect symmetry with all body systems, organs, and tissues. I release you from the burden of over or under functioning. As one, we return to power, unity, and God's grace. As it is above, wholeness, completeness, it is so below. And now allow your whole body as one, as a whole functioning system, to be bathed in this pink plasmic light. Ask that any affected DNA strands also be bathed in this light. You can additionally talk to your DNA. You can additionally ask that the DNA hold any of these affected codes, that they be rewritten, codes of health, vitality, and well-being, and they stay in their completeness and perpetuity. And with this, and from your God sovereign self, you activate all of this into your now dominant timeline. And notice any shift that you feel. Notice a feeling of completion. And when you feel this shift, again, you're not forcing anything, you're simply allowing. Take this pink plasmic light and bring it all the way down through the body, through the soles of the feet, down through all the layers of the earth, and then anchor it into the crystalline core of Mother Earth. And say, I am grounded in this light. I am grounded, I am grounded, I am grounded. And then simply take a deep breath. You don't have to go through this entire process after you do it once. After you do this process once, or even twice or 3 times, and get a feel for it, you can call this energy in throughout your day. Once you get practiced with this, it becomes a very quick process to do. This is about 15 minutes into this guided practice here. But once you get good at this, you can do this in less than 5 minutes. You can do it in 2 minutes. But it's about addressing that body part, thanking it for showing you the contrast that you wanted to explore, and that is now invited, and you give it permission to be released from the obligation and the burden of over or under functioning. That you remember now who you are, whole and healed, and that from your God-sovereign self, you choose to rejuvenate this body in its wholeness, this body part, back into wholeness now. One major reason you came here to Earth was to gain mastery over your emotional bodies. And this exploration and contrast that we're participating in when we have pain in the body and we feel this separation, because pain is always a message that we feel separate from Source, we feel separate from God, and we are that which we are, which is the God Self. So it is also saying that we feel separate or at odds with some part of ourself. And when we explore that contrast and we keep participating in it, it is only and ever an opportunity to find out where we're still experiencing separation from all that which we are, which is the God Self that we're currently exploring in physical form. Emotionally, to be separate from God, this hurts. To be separate from Source, or to play in the illusion that we are or even can be separate from God or Source, it's a wound. And when we keep holding on to it, we don't explore why we're wanting to play with this contrast of separation. What is there that we haven't sussed out emotionally or astrally, causally, karmically? And we're holding on to it. Eventually it lowers in vibration even further from the astral, emotional, the thought fields, etc., into physical density, into physical pain. And it stays there until we do something like this, until we explore it. It's also important with this exercise to be aware of what emotional feelings come up. Maybe there's another part of your body that gets triggered as you do this. Be aware to what that is, and then do this same level of exploration, this guided practice to work with that body part. But what message are you being given as to, why you need to keep exploring this contrast? And when you get that message or you have that feeling, journal it. It's something that you're being invited to do some automatic writing with then, communing with your higher self and going deeper as to what is there. And when you find that out and you make peace with it, collapse the timeline and any and all associated timelines that hold it so that it doesn't return. And you could be done with that level of trauma, drama, karma. I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you'll use this. I would love your feedback. You could reach out to me and let me know how this has helped you, if it's helped you. And I'd love to know that. But I've found this very helpful in my own practice with some of my private clients using this as well. So please enjoy from my heart to yours. And remember, you are loved, you are healed, and you are whole. Blessings and love and peace.